From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, May the 27th, 2020. Jewish leaders from around the world held a video conference yesterday on the effects of the coronavirus pandemic and how best to address them. The forum, which included the leaders of 30 regional umbrella organizations, was led by Israel's Ministry of Diaspora Affairs and the Jewish Agency for Israel, whose chairman Isaac Herzog tweeted photos from the Zoom call, noting that it was the first time in history of such a gathering aimed at assisting Jewish communities in crisis around the world. All of Israel, he wrote, is truly responsible for one another. We will support each other through COVID-19 and help communities. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also took part in a similar video conference today, the third of its kind, hosted by Austrian Chancellor Sebastian Kurz, with leaders from across the globe who discussed, among other things, how to eventually resume safe travel and flights between their countries in the shadow of the pandemic. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt signed his state's Anti-BDS bill into law yesterday. As we reported to you, the law bars the state from entering into contracts with companies that advocate for boycotts, divestment, or sanctions against the State of Israel. The leaders of the Conference of Presidents of Major American Jewish Organizations, Arthur Stark, William Daroff, and Malcolm Hoenlein, welcomed the law, noting that Oklahoma is the 30th state to take action against the discriminatory, anti-Semitic, anti-Israel boycott, divestment, and sanctions initiatives, closely following Missouri, which became the 29th state to do so earlier this month. They said, "We look forward to the remaining states rejecting the pernicious BDS campaign in the days ahead." Jewish activist and playwright Larry Kramer has died. Kramer was an iconic figure in the fight for equal rights of the LGBTQ communities, most notably during the AIDS crisis of the 1980s. His semi-autobiographical The Normal Heart won a Tony Award in 2011 for Best Revival of a Play. Kramer died of pneumonia. He was 84. Well, outrage in the Jewish world over a decision to print the image of a Nazi supporter on a banknote in Argentina. A new bill worth 5,000 pesos, about $75, bears the image of Argentine Dr. Ramon Carrillo, who expressed support for the Nazis and for the barbaric experiments performed by Joseph Mengele during the Holocaust. The Simon Wiesenthal Center Directors of International Relations and for Latin America of the Wiesenthal Center, Dr. Shimon Samuels and Ariel Gelblum, respectively, said, "We emphatically reject the choice of such a character that will sully Argentina with his image on its highest denomination banknote." The Jerusalem Unity Prize winners were announced yesterday, including in the international category, where the winner was Hakel, the Jewish Intentional Communities Incubator, for fostering Jewish connection and connection with the State of Israel with Jewish communities across the globe. The prize was created by the families of Eyal Yifrach, Gilad Sher, and Naftali Frankel, the three Israeli teenagers who were kidnapped and murdered by Palestinian terrorists in the summer of 2014. Created together with then Jerusalem Mayor Nir Barkat to try and maintain the sense of unity felt by the country at the time of the tragedy. Barkat said, "This year we chose the winners in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, during which we felt the need to care for each other more. As a result of these sentiments," he said, "we selected this year's winners who inspire us all with their daily work for the unity of our people in Israel and around the world." Hakel said they will give a significant portion of the prize money towards a global campaign to honor and support communities that fought on the social front lines during the pandemic. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, May the 27th at 7 o'clock, episode 5 of the award-winning Israeli TV series A Touch Away. At 8, Seth Davis gives an overview of the remarkable work done by IsraAid. At 9 tonight, Mark Golub speaks with David Chudnow, who describes how his father, Avram, conceived and created a national park in the Sinai Desert. Also speaking with Professor Erez Ben Yosef, who discusses the remarkable finds at the park's copper mines, dating back to the Iron Age. At 10, a panel discussion on ways in which Israel achieves new highs in foreign investment that fuels its high tech. That's from the AIPAC National Policy Conference this year. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, May the 27th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.